What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome back to NFL Picks. We're in Week 12. It is a late video. I mean, this is literally like Thursday after the first game, but we kept our picks in. We're not gonna be biased. We're not gonna cheat. Okay, we're gonna show our picks, obviously, for the games. Yeah, we're sorry about that. Shroud had something going on. Obviously, Shroud's here. He had something going on. I had stuff going on, and yeah, late picks. It's okay. We'll get uploaded.
It's okay. Wait, I don't think we've done like all games already happened, so we're recording pre-through.
Well, we did against Texans Jets, but it was like mid game. So I mean, we did delay for a while.
It wasn't like a game already done. It was just a pre-game.
Yeah, but there's a game over. But you know, we had our picks lined up already. I had the picks in. We just never recorded. So we're doing it. You're only missing one game. It's fine. It's okay. But I'm up 10. I'm up 10 on you. It's like 6 weeks to go. Not the end of the world still. Still not the end of the world. We're fine. All right. Let's do it. Thursday night, which was tonight. Steelers versus Browns. And I had this as an upset alert because it's an AFC North division. It's an AFC North game. Steelers were like rocking and rolling, like they just like upset, I want to say upset the Ravens, I guess, because Ravens.
No, they did. They held that high power offense to 16 points.
And they didn't. I mean, they didn't even like score a touchdown in that game either. So I mean, it was crazy.
Impressive. I mean, offense wasn't so great, but
and we were talking like Steelers are like one of the best contenders in the AFC right now, right? So yeah, I was like, there's a lot going on for the Steelers, and it's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I could definitely see an upset here where the Browns are struggling and the Steelers were rolling. Like that screams upset on primetime, right?
They're very inconsistent.
But
it's sad.
We couldn't do it. We both picked them, and the fucking Browns won. Oh, how unbelievable, man!
It's really sad.
I mean, the Browns defense was after the Steelers all game, and we'll probably talk about this. We'll probably talk about this next week, for sure. But yeah, the Browns got it. Browns got the dub. We got this one wrong, but that's what we picked. So gotta take the L.
It's alright. It's alright, bro.
Yep.
Good next time.
AFC, dude. One more thing. AFC North games are goated. It doesn't matter who plays. They're goated. All right, next one. Chiefs Panthers. The Chiefs finally got their L, bro. They finally took their L. They finally got it, and it came in Buffalo to the Buffalo Bills. Like we predicted. I mean, they were just due to lose, right? And now it's like... And now we're, like, looking at the Chiefs differently. Like, they finally lost the game. Now they're not the number one team in the NFL. They're not the best. They're obviously... They weren't the best before. And now people are saying, yeah, they're not the best in the league right now. They finally got their L. So, is this going to be humble to the Chiefs? Are they going to go on a losing streak against the Panthers? I don't think so. And this might be controversial for you, but I think it's an ass spanking. You went for the Panthers, though. You think it's gonna start? You think they're gonna start getting cursed?
No, hold on.
All right.
There's a little thing like where I pick a team, like since we like to go off like just little things. I usually like sometimes where I pick like, oh, this team is never gonna. There is no chance.
Mm-hmm.
I picked the no chance pick. I like to call it that, the no chance picks.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like pick the picks where like there is no way in a reality where this team will actually beat us.
And that's why it's gonna happen.
And it's happening.
And that's why it's gonna happen.
And you agree with me, like the Chiefs aren't like actually that good.
They aren't, but I'm like this is like the game I've seen from like the start, like since like week 2, and I'm like, dude, the Chiefs are gonna win this game. There's no way, right? I mean, listen. If the Panthers win this game, the Chiefs aren't winning the Super Bowl. They're not. They're not winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely.
I mean, they would be looked at as a fucking laughingstock if they lose this game.
No. Here's the funny thing. If they lose this game, they're 9-2. They're still in playoff position, but they're like.
But no one's gonna take them seriously.
Everyone's gonna look at them like frauds.
Yeah.
They should be.
Yeah.
Like, they think they're just frauds. Like you shouldn't be 9.
They have had like what 10 like 1-score games all season. and that's the record. No, like 9. They've had 9 one-score games, and all 10 of them were under 10 points. So yeah, this team is just, they're not blowing out anybody. They have a lot of offense. I mean, yeah.
Right.
It's been that defense the whole time. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the Panthers can even contend against this team.
Listen,
This has got to be a blowout. This has to be a blowout to convince me anything.
I'm going with my gut here, bro.
I mean, it has to be a blowout. After a L like that, a loss like that, embarrassing. You got to win this game. If you're the Chiefs, you have to win it. All right, Bears. I gave them some stripes because I had no idea how else to do it. They got some special helmets this game with the triple stripe, kind of like the Michigan Wolverines, but obviously with the respective colors. Pretty cool. Doesn't mean they're going to win games. It's a good game, NFC North game. Because a win like this, the Bears could get right back in it, right? Contend in the division. And they played the Packers very well. Very well. Right? Like, the Bears just missed a field goal, and they could have won that game. They fucking botched the field goal, and the Bears could have won easily. So, hey, don't sleep on the Bears in these division games.
No. We're not sleeping on the Bears. We're just like, I don't know. We're putting the blanket on the Bears.
I think they're the worst team in the division. I still do. But man, those division games, you never know. They could really get hot in these. And they played well against the Packers. They played really well. They just missed that kick at the end, and that sealed their fate. So, yeah, give them the Vikings. We'll see if the Bears can do it. I believe they can. That's why it's called a big game. It's a great divisional game, and the Bears could get right back in it, save their season.
Bears could come back.
Yep. All right. Next game, we got Titans-Texans. Another divisional game. A lot of division games this week.
Listen, bro. I don't want to be one of those guys, but like,
I've been on the Titans.
I've been looking, I've been watching, I've been observing, I've been looking at stuff. The Texans don't look that good. I can't lie. They look way too glazed than they were before. They've been
I don't think they're good. I don't think they're as good as like the top AFC contenders right now. But
be like top 5 NFC.
But I mean, hey, they're winning their division. They're doing fine.
They're winning, but like,
I can see the Titans winning this. I'm not gonna lie. I could see the Titans winning because it took Joe Mixon to absolutely run all over the Cowboys to win that game and to just run away with it the second half. It was pretty close first half. So, yeah, I mean the Texans, they're winning games when they absolutely have to, right? Like there's games where they've been upset and people are like, "Oh my god, the Texans suck," and then they win. So I don't know. This is a hard game. This is a hard game to pick. I don't want to get. I want to keep my Titans pick like they're not going to finish last in the division. I think they still can even if they lose the game because the Jaguars are so bad right now this season. But I can't. I'm gonna ride with them.
You're sticking with them.
I'm sticking with the Texans are a good team to make the playoffs and win their division, and the Titans are just they're not. I don't think they're a good team, but the Jags are definitely worse than them this season. It'll be interesting. The Titans versus Jags games will be interesting. Those games will decide who pretty much loses the division, right? Who finishes at the bottom. So that'll be fun. Lions Colts. Yeah, the Lions need the Colts need humbling. Colts need humbling. They got their midnight jerseys though. I just don't think the Colts are good. I don't think they're good. This is a like a thing I'll die on. A hill I will die on. I don't think the Colts are a great team, a good enough team to be in the AFC contending, and I don't think they should make the playoffs. They don't deserve it. I mean, they are switching quarterback after quarterback, benching after benching, almost injuring their own quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, I hate, like, I don't know. I don't like what the team's doing. I don't like it. They're winning games because they're beating on the Jets, who were an absolute disappointment. they're beating on just really teams in tough situations already, but I don't know. They're in a tough situation themselves. Kudos to like almost being in the playoffs, but my God. Do you like anything the Colts are doing?
No.
Like they're just kind of winning, and they're 5-6, right? Which would be god awful if the conference wasn't terrible this season, right? But they're in it at 5-6. But I just don't see anything. There's nothing good out of them. I don't see anything decent. Like there's just nothing eye popping. I don't want them to be in the playoffs. I don't want them. And I think if there's a team that humbles them, it's the Lions. The Lions are due for a loss, though. I just don't see it. I can't see it. They're just firing on all cylinders. They're a Super Bowl favorite. We'll see if they can handle that pressure of being called a Super Bowl favorite now. And, see how they do against the Colts in Indianapolis. That's not a far drive at all, either. That's not a far flight. Okay. Another divisional game. Patriots, Dolphins. I'm going to go with the better team here. The better roster in the division. You know who I think is going to finish bottom? That's the Patriots. But I'm going to have to go with the Trash Bowl this week, too. It has to be. Like, if you look at the rest of the games this season, I don't see any Trash Bowls. Like, two bad teams. I'd have to go with this one, right? So, yeah, give me the Dolphins. I like the split. Patriots are playing well. I like Drake May. He's playing really well. He's surprising me. But I think the Dolphins got that. They got a chip on their shoulder to start winning games. And they've been proving it. They've been proving it recently. Bucks, Giants. Yeah, give me the Bucks. If the Chiefs didn't lose last week, this would probably be the ass beating, the ass spanking. So I think the Chiefs are going to ass spank the Panthers, and I think this one will be a little close because of he's getting Mike Evans back. By the way, they're getting Mike Evans back, and we'll see if they can string some games here that I think the Buccaneers could absolutely win, and the Giants are done with the season. They are going to tank. There's no reason to win games. There is no fucking reason to up your draft slots, right? There's no reason. So I think Giants are going to hold on to this pick, and they're gonna start just wanting to lose games because they want good draft picks. Like there's no reason to win games. I don't know why they would win games. It's a horrible decision. So give me Bucks all day.
No. Like here's my thing about it.
Yeah.
Like Giants. I don't even know if like beginning of the season they wanted to actually do something.
They did. I just thought they sucked. Daniel Jones, not the answer. Saquon Barkley getting traded to the fucking Eagles. Terrible decision. Horrible. And it blew up right in their face. They went 9-7 2 years ago. And that was cool, but you won like a bunch of one-score games. And it was a fluke. It was a fluke. Like there's nothing good from your team to prove that you did that. You know? Like that was a good year. I mean, credit to the coach for winning those one-score games, but, I mean, they were just fluky. Nothing good about them. So, yeah, the Giants weren't set up for anything. The roster sucked. I said it from the beginning. If there was one thing I was right about this season, it was the Giants sucking. So, just give me that, all right?
To be honest, bro, like, Giants, Cowboys, like, Colts...
I didn't expect the Cowboys to do this bad.
They don't want to win. Like, I'm not gonna lie. No hate, like whatever.
Yep.
Actually, hate, like they want to fucking win.
There's okay, so let's transition into this game. The NFC East is weird this season because I didn't think the Cowboys would be this bad, but now you got NFL analysts, saying that the Cowboys can have the #1 draft pick. They're that bad. How fucking embarrassing! Like I thought this team would just be good enough to make the playoffs every season because the NFC was terrible, right? NFC was not good. Now the NFC is getting way stronger, and the Cowboys can't keep up. They're holding on to their roster, and they are falling apart.
What the fuck have they been held on? they can't even go on.
They held on to the roster, man. They had Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, and they thought Dak Prescott was above average.
As long as that shitty ass owner exists,
Yeah.
there will always be a negative record. Like I'm not.
No, they're not gonna be a negative record. They're just not gonna do anything. Like they're not gonna win a Super Bowl. They might not even win a playoff game. Like they're just.
They won't even make the playoff. What the hell are you talking about playoffs for?
They made the playoffs like every season, dude, for like 4 seasons. 4 seasons in a row before this one.
Look what's happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're just like the more you lose in the playoffs and you're just holding on to your fucking guys, like you're just gonna hold on to everyone and do nothing every offseason, it's gonna fucking blow up. It's gonna exponentially destroy you. And this is what's happening. Like your players aren't good enough. Your roster isn't good enough every year to be the same. You need to make fucking actions. I tell my team this all the time. Like, do something in the offseason. Do something. That's why the Bengals were so bad for years, by the way. Because they didn't do shit. And look at the Cowboys. Owner doesn't want to do anything. And I think the Commanders win this easily. Especially from that loss against the Eagles. They're going to fucking destroy them. Absolutely embarrass them. And the Commanders have wanted this win for a long time in their home stadium. That's not a Week 18 game, right? So, yeah. I could see the Cowboys winning. I don't know. Could see it, maybe. But yeah, I can't. I really can't. It's a divisional game. That's all I can say. Oh, by the way, divisional game. Broncos, Raiders. Well, hey, if you've noticed, I've had upset alert all the time, and I haven't picked an upset this week, like a big upset. I haven't. I'm doing it for the Raiders. That's why, and you're on board. The Broncos, kudos to them, but a team like this that surprises people so much can only win for so long. No. They're not gonna have a crazy ass season like the Vikings did.
Raiders are low-key, like, mysterious as fuck. Like their record is dog shit, but like.
Wait, are they 2-8?
Yeah.
I've lost track. I thought they were actually 3-7. I thought I made a mistake here. Did I make a mistake? I don't know.
They're low-key cold. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just like the Steelers and Browns that just happened. You got the Broncos who are firing on all cylinders. Like, they're doing great. They're winning games. They're coming close. They're losing by a fucking field goal miss at the end of the game to the Chiefs. Like, they're a great team. Great team. But
they can't get the job done, man.
The Raiders are due. The Raiders are due to win. They've been losing, and that's why I'm like, this upset could very well happen. Because no one's going to see the Raiders coming. No one's going to be like, oh, the Raiders are just going to tank. No, they're fucking not. AFC's terrible. Like, you have room to tank in the AFC. You have room to tank.
Right.
Right? Like, it's just so bad this year. So, yeah, I think the Raiders might want this win too. They might want it. Because I don't think they beat them. This is their second meeting. So I think, yeah, they're definitely going to go out for blood in Las Vegas. Good upset pick. Here we go. 49ers, Packers. This is the game I was talking to you before we recorded, by the way.
Right.
It's a big game because the 49ers are 5-5. This is the game that I said, if the 49ers lose this game, their playoffs might be over. They might not make the playoffs because they'd be 5-6 in the NFC. In which, if you look at the NFC records right now, teams would have like a 2.5 game lead with 6 games to go. And that's not looking good for 49ers if they're 5-6.
They need it though.
They need this win. Yeah, they need this win to stay in the playoffs. The Packers probably need this win to stay in like the division race. They really, they don't need it. They don't need this win, but they definitely want to beat the 49ers to stick it into their face. I think the 49ers have a little chip on their shoulder. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go 49ers here. I picked the Seahawks against the 49ers last week, so people might think I hate the 49ers. I don't. I'm going with 49ers this week.
Personally, bro, like, Steelers haven't been doing anything. They're just like another one of those, like...
You mean the Packers?
Games. No. Oh, wait, yeah.
I was like Steelers.
Wrong logo. You said Steelers, it threw me off. Yeah,
did I?
sorry.
Oh, yeah, I compared it to the Steelers and Browns. Yeah.
Yeah. All good.
Yep.
But yeah, Packers, they look good for a little bit inconsistent. Another one of those inconsistent teams where you're like,
I think the Packers.
They do good one team, they do good another. Team.
I think the Packers are good. They've just struggled against divisional opponents. Like I predicted. I'm like, they're gonna struggle against the Bears, and they did.
They struggle when it matters. Whenever it comes up to it, like they're not there.
But let's not forget the 49ers are a great roster, great team. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's still on that roster. They could blow up at any point. So I think this will be a great game. This will be a great game to watch. So I think it's gonna be close, and we'll see how it comes out on top. I think 49ers will, because they don't want to lose their season. All right. Cardinals Seahawks. A great game. Divisional matchup again.
A really great game.
What am I telling you about these divisional matchups, bro? Like, this is a great week.
Lucky, this is let's look at iffy week because no one is guaranteed in my opinion.
Because it's divisional games. No guarantees ever. And there's so many divisional games this week. So many.
Yeah, limitless.
Should be a fun week of football. Dude, I mean, that Thursday game tells anything. It's gonna be a great week.
Yeah.
Be a great week.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit surprised me. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. All right. Cardinals Seahawks. Big game, because this game could really determine, like, if the Cardinals can win the division or not. If the Cardinals win this, they might have the division locked up. They might. I mean, depending on how the Packers do, right? If the Packers beat the 49ers and then the Cardinals win, they could have a huge lead. If the Cardinals win this, they'll still have a 1.5 game lead because they beat the 49ers. Like, these AFC West games are going to come down to the wire. They're all close. By the way, Rams are 5-5. 49ers 5-5. Seahawks 5-5. Cardinals 6-4. Yeah, they're all that close. How cool is that?
The fact that it's like you have to win, to go by.
These divisional games are going to be way more impactful. Yeah, like they're going to
a lot more seriously because it's their season or nothing.
And a lot of these divisional games have already played out. So like these divisional games are like the Cardinals beat the 49ers. That might blow up in their face later in the season.
Bro, this week is cooking. I'm not gonna lie.
It's cooking in narratives. It's cooking. Cardinals win this game. They got the division like on cruise control. So yeah, I'm picking them. I'm doing it. I want the Cardinals to win the division. I want them to. It'd be so cool. I also think they're doing great. Like, they're doing everything they need to on offense. They have come alive in the season. Seahawks got a win against the 49ers, caught them off guard. But now, you got to go on a win streak here for Seattle. And they haven't done that since the start of the season, when they started 3-0. They've been losing since. I don't trust their inconsistency. I trust the Cardinals, who are red hot right now. But anyone can win this game. But for those reasons, I'm going Cardinals. Should be a great, this fucking week, dude. So good. So good. Eagles, Rams. How about that? How about this? And I'm going upset alert. Like, I think it's a big game anyway for the Rams to get back in their season. And they could definitely win this game. They're yellow, by the way. Nothing going on with their uniforms. I just thought a change of color would be nice, you know. I haven't seen that bright yellow. But Eagles 8-2. They're doing great. They're due to lose though. They are due to lose.
Yeah.
But the Rams could really save their season. Could maybe make the playoffs if they win this game. They could be back in the playoff race. Doesn't even guarantee them. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Rams to pretty much have their season done with. They lose this game. I think they will. I think they just don't have it. When they play a complete roster, the Rams, when they play a complete roster, they just can't finish. They're kind of like the Bengals, except they don't have a terrible defense, like a god-awful defense. They just can't close games against these solid defenses and solid offenses all across the board, right? They can't beat, like, just true contenders. They can't close them out. So I think for that reason, I don't trust them to win this game. Give me the Eagles. But I could see it happening. Could see the Rams coming back in the season. Because they did it last year. They did it last season. They were low on their record, and they just fucking got hot, made the playoffs. You know, so could see it. Don't think it's gonna happen. That was Sunday night, by the way. Here's Monday night. Ravens Chargers. Holy shit!
That's a game already.
Absolute banger. And look at the Chargers uniforms. They're doing the dark dark jerseys for this game. So that'll be fun. See the dark Chargers. This is the Harbaugh Bowl, by the way. Jim Harbaugh versus John Harbaugh. Both NFL head coaches now. Chargers really surprised me with their offense last week. Well, I don't know. Maybe they did. They played the Bengals, but the Chargers, they haven't really.
They haven't really I don't know.
They haven't shown they're a true contender, right? I mean, they're starting to show it.
They haven't shown that they can,
They're starting to show it. I think the standard is how you play against the Ravens, and the Bengals did that twice, really well. And they beat the Bengals. They didn't choke that game. We're gonna find out if that was more telling of the Chargers or how bad the Bengals are. So we're gonna see that in action. Yeah, it'll be fun. This should be a great game. Maybe the Ravens will just stomp all over them. Who knows? And that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't think they're gonna stomp all over them, but I think the Ravens are gonna squeak it out, if anything happens. I don't think the Chargers can win this game. If they do, that's pretty awesome. That'll be pretty awesome for that's good for us. It's good for us, but I'm going with the Ravens here. Yeah, dude. I mean, this week is.
I'm going with the Chargers.
This week is stacked.
I trust Chargers a little bit more right now, but.
Dude, I'm so glad the Bengals are on bye week because these games are awesome. I want to watch all of these games. And if the Bengals are playing, I only watch the Bengals game at that time. Now I can watch all these games. And this is a great week of games. Holy shit. I'm so happy that they're on bye week. Speaking of bye week, you got the Falcons, Bills. Falcons, they're starting to look rough. And that's huge for the Buccaneers to sneak back in the NFC South, right? Huge.
I'm waiting for the sneak back, bro.
Huge for the Buccaneers. Huge for the Buccaneers. Like, absolutely huge. They need that. Because the Falcons, I think, swept them. Yeah, they swept them in the division. That could really be it. But I think the Buccaneers control their own destiny at this point. So, see if they can do that. But Falcons are struggling. Bills, awesome win against the Chiefs. They're now the AFC favorite, in my opinion, to get the 1 seed. We'll see if they can close games out.
You think so?
Like they haven't the past seasons. But, dude, this is the year. This is the year. If it's any year, it's this year for the Bills to make the Super Bowl. They have to. Like, they have to.
Interesting.
They have to.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
They have to. Like, they just beat the fucking 9-0 team, undefeated.
I'm not gonna lie. If a Lion and Bills Super Bowl happened, you know how hyped that would be.
That'd be very hype because that would mean no team that has won the Super Bowl would win it that year. Ever won the Super Bowl? They both never won a Super Bowl. That would be so fucking hype. None of them. Yeah, that would be so hype. Oh, something so good.
So caught, bro. The Chiefs. I can't let that 3-peat happen. I'm standing on it.
And we'll see how. Yep, and we'll see how the Bills do next week. I don't remember who they play, but yeah, I mean it's their conference to lose. Like the Chiefs have to lose one more game, but like the Bills have it in control with how they're playing right now. Bengals, Jags are in bye week. Bengals. I mean, what more can you say about the offense? What more can you say? They tried to climb out of a 21-point deficit. The defense even came alive that second half, and I mean, heartbreak every week. Every week, it feels like they just can't close games. I'm ready to give up on the season, and then the fucking Steelers just lost. Like, stop giving me hope. Stop giving me fucking hope. The season is safe. It's salvageable. It's tough. It's tough to be 4-7, dude. With a team that is so fucking good on offense. So good. But if there is a slimmer of hope, it is the defense finally came alive. Can they do that the rest of the season? That's going to be it. If we lose against the Steelers, it's done. It is done. There's no coming back from that. There's not, like, it's nothing. So that game is huge now next week. Huge for that division. Jags.
I'm rooting for y'all too.
Jags just lost by 50 points, like 46. I mean,
Jesus fucking Christ, the Lions are.
I know I've said the AFC like you can tank, like you can afford to win a game, but my God, Jags might as well tank for a pick.
Take that fucking team. What the fuck?
They might as well tank for a pick. There's no saving this. There's no saving this.
Take a draft pick. What the fuck was that game?
I like if they're like people are like, oh, the Jags are better than their record shows. No, they're not.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, they're not. I mean, I looked at.
Worse than their record shows. What the fuck was that shit?
I looked at this team at the beginning of the season, and I thought they were a fringe playoff team. They are, with how bad the conference is, they're to blame for that. They are to blame for this. How bad the conference is.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I mean, you can blame both of these teams right here on your screen for how bad the conference is.
Bro, not even the Cowboys got blown up bad, bro. Like, you gotta be sad.
Yeah, that was just domination, and the Lions didn't even have a chip on their shoulder. Like, they just wanted to show how good they are. Good God.
Bro, they just showed out their fucking sellies and shit. They just did whatever on
If I played the Lions this season, I'd be shitting my pants.
If I was on the same field as the 9-1 Lions, bro, might as well just fucking send a...
Just forfeit. Just forfeit.
Just forfeit loss, bro. What the fuck are you gonna do? Stop them? You're gonna stop them?
They're winning the they're winning the Super Bowl. If the Bengals don't make the playoffs, if they're at the playoffs, which very could well be next week, I'm rooting for the Lions all the way. All the way.
Oh, definitely. I want them to win.
Yeah. Saints, Jets.
Like there's no... I don't see a world in them losing, to be honest.
I'll be real. I think the Saints season's over, but they got a couple good stringed wins right now. I just think their season's done. But I mean they're just trying to make it so they're just better than their record. I guess they're starting to win games late in the season to try and at least have some hope for next season, right? Like show some hope on your roster. So that's good. Jets. What the fuck is going on with the Jets?
Holy shit.
This is the worst team I've ever seen. Like expectation wise.
Bro, this team...
I had this team at 13-4. This team is terrible. This team is awful. You were the team that didn't even know who their quarterback was going into the game. They didn't know who their quarterback... The coach didn't know. The coach didn't know who their quarterback was at the start of that game. And they just, like, blew them out in one half. And that was pretty much the game. They just, like that's all they did. That's all they needed.
The Jets are, like...
Jets...
Let me...
They got Devontae Adams too. Doesn't matter. They are... Wow. This team is bad. They just fired their fucking GM, by the way. They just fired their general manager. This team is absolutely in shambles. They gave up. They gave up on the season.
No, bro. Imagine you're chilling, you're having a good day. You want to get a parlay in, and you fucking choose the Jets. That's your main team.
You choose the Jets to score a touchdown in the first half. It does happen.
You lose $50, you lose your shit, and you just fucking get depressed.
Like,
because you just wasted $50 on a sorry ass team.
The Colts could be a little better than I give them credit for, but my God, the expectations of the Jets having Aaron Rodgers, right? They're like, oh, they could be. I said 13-4, and then they got fucking Devontae Adams in the middle of the season, and they haven't won a game since. They haven't even won a game, I don't think. Since Devontae Adams has been there. What the fuck happened to this team? What happened to the expectations? Rodgers is washed. He's done.
I remember the fucking, the hype behind Rodgers. Like he was coming back from fucking... coming back from it.
I thought it was justified, but Rodgers is washed. He's done. You gotta retire. Just retire.
He had one more in him. Now he has one more out. Like,
Just retire. Just retire. I have to stop ranting. Those are gonna be the week picks, guys. What a fucking week this is gonna be. Hope you guys enjoy this week. Good luck with your picks, because there's no way anyone's going undefeated this weekend. There's no fucking way. We're already 0-1. We're already 0-1.
Listen. I'd be more shocked if I found someone like suddenly going like, more than one loss.
Yeah, we're already 0-1, me and you. So I mean, yeah, good luck going out. I don't even think we'll go undefeated, even if we didn't count Thursday night. Like this game, like what a great week this is gonna be. Can't wait. Thank you guys for watching. God, yeah, bless all of you. See you next week. Hakuna Matata.
Yo.